Greetings, fellow Point University students. My name is Brad Walker. I was born February 1st, 1974 in the small town of Franklinton, Louisiana. I remember from my earliest age memories my parents taking me to church every Sunday and Wednesday and pretty much whenever the church doors were open. In fact, I even remember sneaking in the church at times to play the piano. The church was unlocked, and in those days, nobody would have minded me being there anyway. As I grew older, I remember attending vacation Bible school and going on youth retreats. In fact, there's one youth retreat that I have a very fond memory of. It was this particular youth retreat that I felt God calling me to preach. I still remember it very vividly. I was in the auditorium during one of the main speaking events on the last night of the retreat. When I got home, I told my youth pastor and I told my parents as well. I wish I could say I started going and studying as best I could to be a pastor from that early age, but that would be a lie. In fact, I continued to go to school, and then I moved to Atlanta, Georgia at age 14 because my father had been transferred with his work. I didn't want to move though, and I really rebelled once we got to Georgia. I found myself getting in all kinds of trouble and falling into the wrong crowd. Eventually, I quit going to school altogether. Although I did eventually get my GED. That wasn't everything I needed though. You see, from about age 18 to 35, I found myself running as far away from God as possible and running towards the pleasures of this world until eventually I hit rock bottom. And I heard God speak to me audibly. And he said, I know everything about you, and I've been pursuing you, and I still want you, working for my kingdom. So I found a church, and I started attending. I began going to Bible studies and becoming very active in the church. I eventually was reminded of that calling from when I was 12 years old, and in fact, heard a message on the radio from Atlanta Christian College, and I felt like God was calling me right there. I started attending Atlanta Christian College in 2010 for a Christian ministries degree. And even though I had to stop in 2012 for finance and time reasons, I'm back here and I'm ready to get finished. I thank you for letting me tell you a little bit about myself.